The idea that education is not only good for us as individuals, but good for our country as a whole is a concept that goes back to our founding fathers. And with today's global economy, education is more important than ever. But how do we ensure that individuals not only have the opportunity to attend college, but also have the tools they need to succeed once they get there? Well, the University of Michigan has designed a program to do just that. Christina Shockley has the story.
The helmets are cool, the history extensive, the architecture and ambience, everything you could ever want from a college campus. But that all takes a backseat to the University of Michigan's central goal, academic excellence. And for decades, Michigan has been ahead of the pack in recognizing that diversity by gender, ethnicity, race, and national origin is an integral part of that mission. Lester Montz is the university's Senior Vice Provost for Academic Affairs.
Why is it important to have diversity at a place like the University of Michigan?
Our students need to be prepared to live in a global society. And inasmuch as universities are learning experiences, they have to understand the importance and the necessity of understanding diversity in order to function in this new global context.
One of the tools the university used in its admissions process was a weighted scale, which gave underrepresented groups an automatic bonus. The strategy was challenged in court by groups that claimed a mechanized process violated the individual rights of non-minority applicants. The Supreme Court ruling was followed by a state ballot measure, Proposal 2, which was adopted by Michigan voters in 2006 and banned public institutions from giving preferential treatment to groups or individuals based on race, gender, color, ethnicity, or national origin. The university still valued diversity, but to stay in compliance with the law, a new strategy was needed.
Why was the Center for Educational Outreach started?
Originally, it was response to Proposal 2 that banned affirmative action and admissions financial aid here at the university. President Coleman thought that we needed something to respond to that in order to maintain diversity on the campus. The way to maintain diversity in your student body is to increase your outreach.
Why is it important to do that?
Well, the University of Michigan is a public university. We must have a public face, and a public face particularly here in the state of Michigan. You can look at all kinds of demographic projections, and it says to us that this will be a different nation.
Why is it important to reach out to these students specifically?
We want to be able to reach those students to let them know that attending university and receiving a quality education here is absolutely possible for them and their families.
The Center for Educational Outreach is headed up by William Collins.
The state of Michigan ranks something like 35th out of 50 states in terms of the proportion of its population that has a bachelor's degree. So as we think about the future labor force needs of our country, we need well-educated, talented people. And we think that going to college is the best way to develop that.
I'm wondering if this program is in existence to get students to come to the University of Michigan or to go to any college or university.
We don't want to give the message that everyone can come to the University of Michigan because we know that simply is not going to be the case. We are probably going to continue to identify and admit the top 10% of students from schools all over our state. On the other hand, we want to encourage all students to do their best while they're in high school. We want them to build good, solid academic foundations. The general notion, however, is to promote and encourage a college-going culture really throughout our state.